So bearing. So what is bearing? So the basic idea behind bearing is, if you have a north, this is a compass, right? North, east, south, west. So if for example a boat travels from here, suppose this is point A. So suppose it travels from point A to point B like this. So suppose the angle he makes is 50 degree. Okay. So if he makes an angle 50 degree and travels to point B, suppose this is point B. Point B. So observe this one thing here. So his motion is from point A to point B on an angle of 50 degree from north, right? So a boat travels from point A to point B at an angle 50 degree. So observe this one thing here. Ekhane angle ta koto? This angle is 40, right? So the bearing is basically the angle taken from the north, basically. And north থেকে যে angle না হবে এটাকে bearing বলা হয়. This is called the bearing. The angle taken from the north. So we can tell that the bearing of the boat, bearing of boat traveling to B from A is 50 degree, right? So 50 degree. Sorry, not 50, 40 degree.
40 degree.
So one more thing. So bearing should always be in 3 digits. So whenever there is a two decimal number, two significant figure, you just add a 0 in front of here. So the bearing is 040.
Can?
This is the rule for writing bearing. So the 0 is basically doesn't matter. 040 is equal to 40 degree. But for the convention, we need to give a 0 in front of the 40 here. Clear?
Clear.
So the bearing is basically an unit of angle. You can tell. That is taken from the north. So the taken from the north part is very important. Taken from north. Taken from north. Let me just write it down here. So important bearing angle taken clockwise from the north. So we are going in a corner. So it is the angle taken clockwise from north. Clockwise part is very important and from north part is very important. Clear? This is the definition of bearing. So let's solve some problems now. So let's see. So number 1, a person walks on a bearing of 120 degree for 5 kilometers. He then walks on a bearing of 40 degree for 3 kilometers. How far in a straight line is the person from the starting point? So basically, we have a person that is starting from point A, let's say from point A here, and he's walking on a bearing of 120 degree.
120.
So we have told earlier that the bearing is always from the north.
Anti-clockwise minus 120.
No, not like, no, it doesn't work like that. So if this is your north, let me just, so always try to draw compass while doing these type of problems. Right, so point A is here, right?
হবে 2 ডিগ্রি আর মাঝখানে হইতে হবে নাকি আন্দাজ
So point,
আপনি যেটা এখন করতেছেন আমি যদি এটা হাতে কলমে করলাম এরপরে
this you can just draw, you can just draw any compass here, like this is north, this is east, this is south, this is west. So if this is point A, if this is your point A, the questions tell that he is on a bearing of 120 degrees. So from north you'll have to draw an angle of 120 degree. So if you draw an angle of 120 degree from the north, it will look something like this.
আর একটা জিনিস ভাই আমার কি স্টেট করতে হবে না 1 সেন্টিমিটার ইকুয়ালস 1 কিলোমিটার এখানে অলরেডি দেওয়া আছে কোশ্চেন মানে স্কেল
That is for my, you can, তুমি দেখেন ড্রয়িং বলছো তো, ড্রয়িং আমি জাস্ট বেসিক আইডিয়া দেখাইতেছি, ড্রয়িং করে নিও, ড্রয়িংটা পার্ট ইজ ভেরি ইজি, বাট দ্য বেসিক আইডিয়াটা দেখাইতেছি. So basically the angle is 120, so 120 from the north, so 120 like this. Okay, so he travels for 5 kilometers, so 5 kilometers in this direction. He then walks on a bearing of 40 degree for 3 kilometers. So let's draw another compass here. North, east, south, west, 40 degree, right? 40 degree from the north. So now like this, right? So 40 degree like this, 40 degree for how long? 3 kilometers. This is 3 kilometers. So the question is now saying that how far in a straight line is the person from the starting position. Right, so basically they're asking us to find the direction of this. So what is this? Yes, so the way to solve this problem would be to draw a triangle. So see that if this angle is 120 degree, this has to be what? 60, because the whole is 180 degree, right? This, hello, right? So now we need to draw a triangle to find the green part. This green part is we need to find the unknown here is this green part. We need to find this length.
How far is he in a straight line? এটাই কি বুঝাইতেছে?
Yeah, yes. So basically he went from here to here, then he went from here to here, and now they're telling you from the starting point what is the distance, what is his length from the starting point.
Right.
So see, the angle here is supposed to be 60 degree because the angle in a straight line is always 180. So if this is 120, this has to be 60.
This has to
right?
be
60. So if this is 60, this has to be 60 because these two are parallel lines. Alternate angle, the concept of alternate angles.
90 degree.
Right. So not 90 degree, 100 degree, not 90 degree. So now we have a triangle, right? So if I try to simplify the triangle and draw it separately, we'll have a triangle like this.
Cannot separately. Question.
To simplify the calculation because it's messed up here, right?
এটা কি আমাকে করতে
So the angle is you can do it to simplify your work. Like this.
ভাই আমার কয়েকটা এমসিকিউ করছি ফিজিক্স ওখানে
আচ্ছা,
হ্যাঁ
focus on what you're doing now.
মানে
We'll discuss about that
diagram
later.
দিতে হবে।
So this angle is 100 degrees, right? This is 5, this is 3. We need to find this. This is unknown. Let's say this is x. Okay. So we can use the cosine rule to find this, right? So what does the cosine rule tell? So cosine rule is basically telling us. Do you remember the cosine rule?
হ্যাঁ
So according to the cosine rule, x square is equal to 5 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 5 times 3 cos 100 degree. According to cosine rule.
আচ্ছা আমি আচ্ছা ভাই মাইনাস না ডিভাইডেড বাই 2 এর
Divided comes when you find the angle. So for example, if we want to find the angle of this, we should have written it like this: cos theta cos 100 would have been equal to 5 square plus 3 square divided by x square. But that's not the point here, right? Oh, sorry, not this. 5 square plus 3 square minus x square divided by 2 times 5 times 3. Okay. So, but that's not the point here. We need to find the side, not the angle here. We already know the angle. So, can you solve for x? Therefore, x is equal to square root of 5 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 5 times 3 cos 100. So, can you find the value using a calculator?
answer is 26
Hmm? 6.26 kilometers. So this is the answer. Therefore, x is equal to 6.26 kilometers.
5 তবে না
Hmm? So the question tells us that the runners in a cross-country race run on a bearing of Earth for 4 kilometers. So first of all, let's take a scale. Sorry, it's not a scale. Let's take a compass. So
নাকি ইয়া প্রোটেক্টর
this is called a compass. Not a exact compass, but north, east, west, south. Right. So now the bearing is 055 degree. So this means the 55 degree from the north. So we'll take an arrow that is 55 degree from the north. So it should look something like this. So this angle is 55. So it is traveling for 4 kilometers. The runners they change the direction and then run 6 kilometers on a bearing of 100 degree. So once again we need to take a compass here. North, east, south, west. The bearing is 100 degrees. So from the north we need to take 100 degrees.
রাইট
So here to here. So this angle is 100. The distance is 6 kilometers. How far in straight line are the runners from the starting point? So basically they're asking us to find this length,
হ্যাঁ এটাই
right? So this is supposed to be found. This is unknown. So if this angle is 55 degree, this angle is 45, right?
হ্যাঁ
So according to alternate angles, if this angle is 45, this is supposed to be 45, and this is supposed to be 55,
সবাই
and this is supposed to be 80.
আচ্ছা আমার এখানে 30
So think of alternate angles. So if this angle is 55 degrees, this is supposed to be 55, right? Because these two are parallel lines. So these two are parallel lines. If this is 55, this is supposed to be 55 also, right? Clear? So if I now draw a simplified triangle, it should look something like this. So this is 4 kilometers, this is 6 kilometers, this is supposed to be 55 plus 80 is 135, and I need to find the value of x here. So similarly, according to cosine rule, we can write that x square is equal to 4 square plus 6 square minus 2 times 4 times 6 cos 135. So the value of x will be what is the value of x?
Cos আসতেছে হচ্ছে 9.2
9.2 kilometers. This is the answer. Clear?
9 একই না 9 ধরে দিল কি একই না
So that will be all for today's class.